new lines today? Is this more than just Josh coming back?
Yeah. Obviously, with Josh coming back in the lineup, it changed some things, but I want to look at some other things also.
Mixing grit with skill a little bit?
Well, we need to have the puck. So we've got to try to find someone who's going to grab the puck. So we'll see where it goes.
When you put lines together, how much is hunch or gut feeling and how much are you looking at the stats?
I never look at stats. I just go by what I see. I think when you play a team as aggressive or as quick to the puck as Chicago was, we didn't compete hard enough on the puck. We didn't have, although, and this is what's silly about your analytics. I'm not your analytics, but whoever's analytics. We won the Corsi though. But it's so, our game, we never really controlled the puck, never won battles. And quite honestly, in the first game, we struggled with that also. But like I said to you guys after that, we saved the day on a number of occasions with good sticks and good desperation defense. But we got to have the puck more.
John, you mentioned some things already, but what goes into that of jump? Is it jumping on the puck? Is it speed? Is it?
It's determination. Yeah. I'll say it again. We've added skill, but we're going to need determination too. When I talk about grind and jam or whatever word you want to use, it's not about body checking. It's about the determination to win battles. And I don't think in the first 2 games we've won enough battles. So yeah, that to me, that's a mindset. Sometimes skilled guys want someone else to get them the puck. They've got to do their own work too. If they're going to play together, they got to do their own work.
Are there other areas where you see that determination manifest on the ice besides getting the puck? What other ways?
I thought our whole level of determination against Chicago certainly wasn't where it needed to be. Now, do you want to talk about it's our first back-to-back? There's a litany of things you can talk about, which I don't buy. I think we have to be a more determined hockey team. This is something I have felt when we were that high-flying team winning 16 games in a row and all this stuff was coming our way. I think we have lost a little bit of that determination, even back then. But I didn't want to get in the way. We were winning. We found ways. We cannot lose the definition of what the gut of our team is, and that's just playing hard and determined. We need to curb that right away after 2 games.
One player you mentioned on Saturday as well was the absence of Boone Jenner. Is this something you miss from him?
Oh, sure. Yeah. I mean, Jens does so many things for us and leads the way, and people try to follow him and how he plays. Sure, but it can't be the Boone Jenners, it can't be the Dubinskys, it can't be the Calverts. We got a number of offensive guys. They're going to have to. I always ask those guys, the Dubinskys and Calvi and those guys, that you got to bring offense too. You know, we know the strength of your game. It's how determined you are in puck battles. But you got to work on the other part of the game. The offensive guys that have the puck on a string and have skill, they've got to work on the other side of it too, as far as determination. So I think that's very important to define that real early in the season here for us to get going.
So if the player's missing, it is fair to expect his teammates to pick up that thing that he was contributing.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And again, I say not just because Jens is out. I think our offensive guys have to be more determined on the puck and winning battles.
You always mentioned the blue is a good indicator of how competitive your team is.
Yeah.
What have you thought of your play in that area, both ends of the ice, so far?
There really hasn't been much, at least in that Chicago game. I thought both teams batted the puck all over the place. It was kind of a funny game to watch when I watched on tape. I don't think there's been a lot of opportunities to really determine that, but it's a subject that comes up every meeting before a game. So that'll all come into play, and it's my job. I've told you guys, a big part of my job is making sure I define what determination is and make sure we have it in our game. I just watched our power play, swinging around there, 15 passes, don't get a shot on net, get nothing to the blue. Looks great, but we get nothing to the blue. That's a mentality. That's just a simple mentality. And I'm not, it's not being upset about it. It's just that's my job. and I've got to make sure I coach that early on in the season.
You kept the forward lines, you changed the forward lines. You pretty much kept the power play, but you did. You kept the power plays together. Did you consider switching those up as well?
No, really haven't had a lot of opportunities on it. I like what the power plays look like. I like what Sonny and Luke can bring to that other power play. We got to get some more, hopefully we get some more opportunities. Sometimes when you don't get those opportunities, it's because you're not in the areas to draw those things. So, especially our second game. Our first game was an easier game. We had a lead, took off, and all of a sudden, we're playing a back-to-back and it's Chicago, and it's a little bit of a different circumstance. I don't think we played hard enough. Forget about the mistakes. I don't think we played hard enough.
There were times out there today where Anderson looked like he was really flying. Did he do great in his testing yesterday?
Andy was really good in his testing. And the numbers were good. Billy Zito and everybody talked to the assistant coaches after the game. He played really well out there. So he'll be in the lineup Tuesday, and we'll see where we go.
You talk about those other guys having to do well, when they don't have the puck. How do you teach that, or what things can you do? Obviously, if they're not doing it, you can reduce their ice time. But when you have so many skilled guys, you can't take everybody off the ice at once. How do you get that mindset change in them?
Well, just showing it on video, constantly talking about it. This isn't about, the easiest thing to do is take ice time and bench guys. We're pretty early in the year to start thinking about that. We have good people here. I think if we give them the right direction, which is my job, I think they'll understand it, and they'll perform in the areas we need them to perform. So it's bringing it to their attention, having conversations. If they don't totally understand it, we'll show them on video, and just work it that way. And I have faith in the team. It just sometimes you start a season and you have a game, as you guys said, that nothing. We played just a great game. There are things I looked at in the first game that worried me, and then when you play against a better team, and really a fresher team, they were fresher, it really shows up. So that's the schedule, and we have to have a mindset of no matter when we play, who we're playing, we've got to play the right way. I don't think we played the right way the second game.
Not a team to take lightly tomorrow either.
Oh, no, this is a team that fast, their back end's really quick. They're a team that we're going to probably be fighting with to try with all these. I mean, who knows where the league is when you start thinking about playoffs? We're not even close to thinking about that. But this is a really good club, very well coached, and they've got some enthusiasm. So we got to be ready to go.
Just on that game the other night about resting Bob early in the season, spreading out his workload over the course of a year. I just wonder if that's something, those conversations you have with him, where you discuss the best way to use him over the course of a year. Is that based on, I guess, how do you decide that? Because I think maybe some fans are surprised game 2 that Bob sits.
No, it's not resting Bob. I wanted Corpy in that game on a back-to-back, and I discuss it with Clarkie as far as the rotation, and we don't get too far ahead of ourselves as we go through here. But that wasn't the rest Bob. I wanted to give Corpy the start. Bob was fresh. Didn't have a lot of work in the first game, and he was fresh, but I wanted to go with Corpy the second game.
Do you need that over the course of the season to keep him fresh or to keep him at optimal level? How do you balance when you want to play him as opposed to when you give him rest? Do you look at back-to-backs? Do you look at just the...
It depends on the schedule, not just back-to-backs, what happened before the back-to-backs, what's coming up ahead after games. Yes, so we spend a lot of time, the goaltending coach and myself, looking at it, but also wanting to keep Corpy sharp too. You want to get a chance to be fighting for one of those 8 spots. Your backup goalie has to play and has to win some games and get points. So so we talk about that quite a bit as far as scheduling.